With his second place finish in the Qatar Sprint, Max Verstappen wrapped up his third F1 title with more than a quarter of the season still to go. That illustrates just how ruthlessly dominant he's been this year. Though I fear when people look back on this season in years to come, the common remark will be Verstappen had it easy. In some ways it's true, Verstappen has a dominant car and a weaker teammate, but that isn't why he's always miles ahead of everyone. Instead, it's largely down to Verstappen's talent. This season he's been breathtakingly fast, he's barely made a mistake, and he's shown an innate ability to withstand pressure. Take the races in Monaco and Zandvoort as examples. Both were interrupted by sudden downpours, forcing drivers to deal with slippery surfaces and a subsequent rush to the pit lane. Several drivers made costly mistakes in these tricky conditions. Some of them hit the walls and some slid into the runoff. Verstappen wasn't among them though. He remained composed and critically kept his car on the track in both races, allowing him to win them. In Miami, Verstappen put his raw pace on full display. He started back in ninth, yet he was still able to claw his way to victory with masterful overtaking and phenomenal outright speed. He delivered a similar performance in Belgium, where he started sixth, yet still won by more than 20 seconds. In Italy, we got a good glimpse at Verstappen under pressure when he battled with Carlos Sainz for the lead. Sainz was desperate to stay ahead and a collision between the pair looked possible, but Verstappen remained patient and didn't try to barge through. When Sainz eventually made a mistake a few laps later, Verstappen pounced. Ultimately, the thing Verstappen's season will be remembered for is his phenomenal consistency. He won 10 races in a row from Miami to Italy, setting a new record for the longest race-winning streak of all time. That streak was only broken when Red Bull had a shocker weekend in Singapore. It now stands as the only race this year where Verstappen has missed out on the podium. Still, it wasn't all bad in that race. In the final stint, Verstappen drove like a maestro and he moved from 11th up to 6th. Another hallmark of Verstappen's season has been his clever tactics. This was notably on display in Austria when he demonstrated superb car positioning in the sprint and then used his brakes strategically to keep the DRS in the Grand Prix. All of these examples of Verstappen's brilliance shouldn't be understated. While the Red Bull car is way ahead of the competition, Sergio Perez is proof that the fastest car doesn't always prevail. If Verstappen had performed at Perez's level this season, then the World Championship would still be up for grabs.